Frack on. Welcome to the episode of Frack the Canon. I am joined by the coolest motherfuckers around. How you doing, Mr. Weast?
Doing well, Mr. Mendoza. Happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for suggesting this. So we're gonna react to the Lilo and Stitch trailer, the live action Lilo and Stitch trailer. So we are going to hit play in. That's not it. That's not it at all. There we go. In three, two, one, play.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He is trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there!
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing?
CD player.
Walk like an angel.
No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch bad.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good.
Blue.
That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles. We have a blue dog to catch.
No, Barry.
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
Okay. Tyler, you start because I have a lot of stuff to say.
Oh, okay. I'm actually really excited for this. This is the first time I've ever actually been really excited for a live action uh remake of an animated feature, mainly because Lilo and Stitch, don't know if you knew this, but it was like made in secret. It was like a group of animators on Disney Films who on their own made like a big portion of the movie and then pitched it and then like, well, this is actually a really cool story. Yeah, go ahead and finish it. We'll pay for the rest or whatever. That's kind of a nutshell of what happened. There's a documentary about the making of Lilo and Stitch, super fascinating. So this is like the first two things. First one of like that era of Disney after the golden age when people thought like Disney died. And it's like in my best movie after the golden era. And then two is it's one that is very not very Disney-like because it's not made by a committee of executives, telling people what to do. And that's why I think Lilo and Stitch is one of the best Disney movies ever made. In my opinion, that's all I'm excited for live action.
Do you mean the Renaissance? In the
Yeah,
90s?
I said Golden Age. You're right.
Yeah,
Renaissance.
I was like,
Renaissance was the 90s. The Golden Age is
Golden
the
Age was Walt Disney. All right.
Disney time. Yeah, you're right. My fault.
No, here's the thing. I don't want to see the movie. Well, I've been on the record many times, like in the past, like I hate these live action remakes because it's a shot for shot
Yep.
remake. I hated
Yep.
The Lion King for that. I hated Aladdin because Aladdin is one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's also one of my favorite movies. And I'm like, someone pointed this out too. And like, if you look at the trailer to this and the original trailer, it's the same. It's shot for shot, it's the same thing. So I'm like, dude, no, like this is like, why are you doing this? There is no reason to I hate the live action remake, so I'm really really against that.
Hmm.
Um, I they did it once beautifully, and there's something about making it live action that kind of takes away its charm from it. Like
Hmm.
the whole like a lot of the mischief he does, like the whole one, the alien becomes from his human form to this alien disguise.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, like
bleakly.
that's so much fun. Thank you, Blankly. I'm like that is so much funnier animated. This just looks the suspension of disbelief is taken out so many times in this trailer that I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'm like, oh yeah, like oh this doesn't, and then the CD, and then the CD player thing, I'm like, is this a period piece because it's the 2000s? Like,
Well, not they're poor. That's part of it. Like they
yeah, I
don't
mean, I
have a
got
lot
that
of
too, but
money.
I mean, they would still have like a smartphone. They're like in this age, even poor people have smartphones. So I'm like, I don't believe this. So that took me out of it.
I still listen to CDs. I'll just throw this out there. Right?
Uh,
Yeah,
dude,
I
I still have my
burn my own
CDs too, but
CDs.
I put them
Listen
all
to
on
them.
my. I still have my CDs too. That's fair enough. But I'm like,
Yeah.
it just, I no, I get it. Just it threw me out. I get it too, because I think about it too. I have a CD player too, but I don't listen to my CD player in my car. I listen to my phone and just like put in my. Anywho, off topic. I'm just like so against this movie. I just hate this, and it was one of my favorite movies. And I
Yeah.
don't want to, and I don't. I hate them doing this. Like they did that with Aladdin. The next one they're doing this one. They're gonna do Hercules. I'm like, stop it, please stop doing this. But
So
again,
I'm a
at the end of the
bit
day, I'm like, you know what? I have mine. I have my generation, the one we grew up with. That's fine.
yeah. Yeah.
I said that with the Ninja Turtles I did with Sarah last year. Was it last year? It was last year. I'm like, it's not for me. If for another
Yeah.
generation, I have my turtles. Like this is not for me. So I
Yeah.
just I am more of like this is better. Like I like I like what I saw here.
Yeah.
Nothing seems original. Like there's nothing that warrants this for existing. So no, I will not be watching the live action remake of Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, well, you're not the target demographic. I'll say
Exactly.
that.
So exactly,
Yeah.
I'm not the target demographic. So it's
Yeah.
not for me. I already saw it 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
I got mine. So I'm like, you know what? That's cool. Um,
So
those are my final comments and thoughts.
final comments and thoughts. Okay. So responses. I'm with you on most of the live actions because yeah, I agree. Like The Lion King really was bad. It fell flat. The characters were way too deep in the uncanny valley, and it just you couldn't see their expressions, and it really detracted from it. But one thing I like about what some of these live action ones are good at, a lot of them don't nail this, but there is a really good story in a lot of these um, Disney movies that have been made. Lilo and Stitch, for example, is a really powerful story about family and what it means. And in the trailer, Lilo says to Stitch, families aren't always perfect, but we still take care of each other. Nutshell. And for the spoiler alert, for the guys who haven't seen Lilo and Stitch, uh, it's just Nani and Lilo, older sister and younger sister, because their parents died in a horrible car accident, like Disney often does. So there is this constant through line of what does family mean, and teaching Stitch what family means and how his identity and comes from you belong to a group of people that are going to take care of you, not you're just this terrible thing that was created to destroy. And that's a really beautiful story. And as I said to you earlier, Renee, you're not the target demographic, and the target demographic for this is parents with kids who, want to take um, their kids to see these stories again in theaters. And I'll just say this: I've watched Lilo and Stitch probably 100 times in the past year because my son loves Lilo and Stitch. It's one of his favorite movies. And in fact, I was David for Halloween. My wife was Lilo. Ethan was Stitch. And I'm gonna take my son to see this. And I fully expect not to enjoy this as much as I've enjoyed the animated film for the same reasons you're saying is a lot of the things falling flat, even in the trailer with the fridge in the face, falls really flat. Um, I'm a little disappointed that Pleakley and Jamba won't just be wearing like wigs and um, is their disguises because that's a really like funny joke in the original movie. They have these wristbands. I hate that. Um, and the original voice actor for Cobra Bubbles, he's uh I don't know if he's is that was that Michael Clark Duncan, so he
I'm 90
passed
percent sure it
unfortunately.
was.
Yeah, but
I think it was him.
you asked in the trailer, it's Courtney B. Vance, his name. And I don't even know who that is. But he kind of misses the mark in the casting because you got to go with a really big, huge Michael Clark Duncan type guy, and they didn't really do that. But yeah, other than that, I'm still gonna see it. I'm actually excited because Lilo is adorable in it as well. Um, all over the internet, this girl is super charming, great interviewer at the premiere. She's has a bunch of interviews and is really charismatic, and I think she's gonna be great in the movie. And I use this term a lot in Frack the Canon. I think she's gonna be the glue that carries this, and Stitch is just gonna be a bonus. Um, and yeah, that's those are my final thoughts.
Well, all right, cool. Well, thank you for that, Tyler. Um, we'll see you same freaking time, same freaking channel. Rack off.